Hello, hi, this is Paul Finn, and today I'm going to talk about a book, okay, and the Motivation and Personality by Maslow. So, the title is Are You Sick and Tired About Your Choice? So the Motivation and Personality by Albert Maslow reveal you will not know what is true motivation if you doesn't heard or read Maslow's book, okay? This is a very blunt statement, but just hear what I'm saying. Maslow is a psychologist. His book titled Motivation and Personality is far the best psychological motivational book I've ever seen. His hierarchy of needs from the bottom to the top, move all the way to the top, talking about the human being self-actualization process and the sequence in there. It is a secret why the musician must make music, artists must paint, and poets must write. It is because that it allows he or she is to be ultimate at peace with himself. So I want you to know that in the simplest word, to explain this, okay, is here. What the man can do, he must be. This is what Maslow calls self-actualization from the psychological, from the safety, from social esteem, and self-fulfillment. So why you still cannot make money online? It is because you have not mastered the skill of self-actualization, right? So how to master it? First, you must know that you must change, right? It is a master skill, not just something nice to have. So if you are not self-actualizing and move up to a ladder of hierarchy, you will not have your basic need fulfilled. So it's like without a food and you will die. Although different people express disability differently, such as parents, musicians, writers, teachers, engineers, they all have their own interpretation of self-actualization. That's true. The point is this, okay? But you will notice that at any given moment, you can move to growth scale at the right side of the chart or to below, chart below, or to the back to the safety scale on the left side of the chart below. So imagine you have a chart. One side is moved to growth and another side is back to safety, and the middle is 0. Once you move up 1, then you move just 1, right? But the problem is we move back 1. Once we move back 1 section, and compared to we're supposed to move to the 1, guess what? We are 2 sections behind. So gap is double when you double become 2 when you're supposed to move up 1, but you move back 1 point. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So move back to safety 1 point means that you miss out 2 points in that move. So the one that we always experience intense anxiety, frustration and unhappy if we are not moving to our set goal, right? So you do experience that? I experience that all the time. So what I'm trying to say is 1 plus 1 equal to 2, okay? So we know that it's very simple concept. So move back to safety 1 point means that you miss out 2 points where you are and you supposed to be, and in that move, no wonder we always I think as the actual word, okay. No wonder we always experience intense anxiety, frustration, and unhappy if we are not moving to our set goal. Okay, so this is actually very important. So our mental computer is consistently calculating this mental gap 24/7, you like it or not, or basically all the time. And so and regardless you already have a set of goal or not, say you set a goal to wake up at 5 a.m. and to do the exercise, but at 5 a.m. you feel like you should sleep a little bit more, and that is good for your energy for the rest of the day by getting more sleep, right? So we know that. So you find excuses. So at the moment you choose, you don't want to get out of 5, so you choose to sleep more. So there's no right or wrong, just discuss a scenario. So after you do this a couple times, plus auto stop, you may procrastinate you postpone something you do later and put things off or not doing things during the day. Now you feel very lousy, right? You feel total unaccomplished and frustration, and you are a big unhappy one, right? Um, Then you try to find a solution, and this can be unconscious too, right? You go eat a lot of junk food, right? And you watch useless TV and maybe rate a horror movie for the heck of it. So you drink, you even drink beer and you do something that you would feel guilty later, and you think you can get away from this, but it causes you more pain. I have been there before. How about you? Be honest, right? So then you bring your family, relative, your coworker, and your boss, and even President Donald Trump's wife. Okay, I'm just slightly exaggerating. Are these only because of your self-actualization unfulfilled and your excuse and skill try to comfort your frustration? This is a scenario. It does not work. You know, uh, I mean, it does not. It doesn't have to work that way. You can change. You have a choice, and you can change, right? So I want to say that this is important. And what happened is the gap mentioned above become further and further away, and you feel more stressed and more unhappy each day, and you look for motivation and the program and only work for a short while. And listen, no one is perfect. No one is going to be the ultimate, to be the ultimate perfect in this world. And yes, including those are successful in everybody's eyes. Human, okay, a human being, I would say, the human being is extraordinary. Okay, it's very good, strength by self God. I think no one can be perfect, but that did not stop you from keeping moving forward, right? Self-actualization is a choice, and in the process, the more you're aware of this, the more you will appreciate your life. So this is actually a very important concept here. You become knowing it, and you know you will no longer take things for granted. You become less complaining, of course, and you become goal-driven and focus things in front of you, and you do the best you can and improve as often as you can. The bottom line is this: if you do the thing less than you are capable of, then you will be miserable for the rest of your life. Okay, so to be comfortable equal to painful. Okay, deal with it. Okay, just deal with it. Poverty is a disease because it is not natural. Okay, it does not fit into the self-actualization process for sure. That was what was the main things, okay, psychologist Maslow talking about in his book. I think it is a choice that separates one from the rest. Would you agree? Okay, there is a better option for people like you and me to work from home, right? I've tried myself. I can tell you that this is a real deal. And guess what? I'm constantly moving forward. I do not want to get back to my comfort zone. That's why I will click, and I know that you will do too. Thank you so much for watching this video, and you have a very blessed day. Bye bye.